Welcome back to 843 TV. We're here now with Miss Debbie Szpanka. She is the Public Information Officer for the town of Bluffton. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
So there's all kinds of fun stuff coming out for Bluffton right now. One of the big talk of the town is the new branding. So it is officially Bluffton, Heart of the Low Country, excuse me. So what's the next step with that?
Okay, and before we start with a new brand, I just want to tell everyone that the Bluffton state of mind will always be.
Okay.
We're not, erasing that by any means, because
we will always be in a Bluffton
we
state
will
of mind.
always be in a Bluffton state of mind. So that is not going away. However, that wasn't, as we were going forward in terms of economic development and recruiting new companies, it's kind of hard to explain a state of mind.
Unless you live here.
And yet the people that also live here is like, well, it's kind of like love. You don't know it until you feel it, but you know it when you feel it. So we can't even describe it. So going out, to other states and to other folks that don't really know what the state of mind is, it's kind of hard to explain it when we can't explain it. So the state of mind will always be here. This new brand is going forward to just kind of crystallize who we are as we are perceived by others. And it is Bluffton, Heart of the Low Country.
Which is perfect, because it kind of epitomizes everything that there is to love about the Low Country.
Well, I thank you. And it was almost an impossible thing to come up with, because we had three separate, very distinct groups that we had to, who were our audiences. One being prospective businesses, two being locals, and three being tourists.
So three very different groups.
Three very different groups that have very different reasons to be or want to be in Bluffton. So to find something that would resonate with all three was a very difficult task.
Challenging.
And there was an enormous amount of research which went into those 5 words, which I'll get into a little later. But it was very deliberate, those 5 words, and how it was.
So how will the slogan appeal to those groups?
Well, thank you, Marion.
Coming into the Low Country, yeah. I'm curious now.
The research indicated, and we did charrettes or public sessions, which more than 100 people participated in. We had 500 surveys that went out, and also one-on-one interviews. So there was a lot of research. What businesses wanted was to be centrally located. They wanted to offer their employees a very high quality of life, which of course Bluffton has, but be able to get out, in transportation hubs and be able to get their product or services out. So they needed to be on, Eastern Seaboard, on 95, close to airports, close to bigger cities. Accessibility, while offering this incredible quality of life that Bluffton enjoys, which makes us very unique. So that was what the businesses said they wanted. So Heart of the Low Country kind of, answers that. For locals, especially lifelong locals, what the research said, and I loved hearing this from the researchers, was they had never been in a place, in a town or a city, that had such a universal love for itself. That's a wonderful thing to hear.
It's very hard to describe.
And we all have different backgrounds and different states we've come from, but we are here for the same reason. We love it here.
The researchers said that it's almost like we drink our Kool-Aid and then we offer it to someone else.
Come join me.
Right, that it was this inclusive, welcoming love. It wasn't an exclusive club. It's, love the Kool-Aid. Hey, you want a sip?
Yep, we'll share it.
Yeah, and they said that was never experienced in any other city they've ever done research. So that was kind of a nice thing. The third group would be tourist. And for many years, Bluffton has been kind of a middle child of the Low Country, sandwiched between historic Savannah and the world-class resorts of Hilton Head. And people go, well, let's do a day trip to Bluffton.
Just a little pass-through.
Let's do a pass-through. We wanted it for
no, we can stay.
You can stay.
You can stay. Come on,
is the
sip
hub.
my lemonade and my Kool-Aid.
Exactly. Come on our deck and look at the May River, and then you can use Bluffton as your hub, and then go out to other,
Which is really what people have been finding, our little gym.
Absolutely. And once they find it, again, they sip the Kool-Aid and they want to stay. However, if you haven't found it, it's that afterthought.
Right.
And we really wanted to crystallize that and say, no, you kind of, you need to turn that on its head, stay here, and then go out. We are worthy of that. And once people come, they get it.
They find it real fast.
So again, 3 different audiences, that 5 words, they sing a different tune of the same song to. So when you see 5 words, you just need to know that there was a lot of research to come up with that. I do want to mention something, because we've had some feedback. We had a small B in our the committee that chose this wanted a small B, because something else that came,
Instead of the big B.
instead of the big B for Bluffton. What also came up in the research was words like we're eclectic culture, we are a funky culture, we're an artsy culture, we're a little different than other cultures. So the small B wanted to represent that. We've had some, that's not right, that's not grammatically correct. Why are you doing that?
Doesn't that kind of cover the informality though?
And we never take ourselves too seriously. Yeah. We get a lot of work done. Our projects are serious. What we do for residents and businesses are very serious. However, there's this overall culture that we still have a lot of fun doing it. We can
it's that aha moment. I mean, our members that come back and forth from the Northeast and the Midwest, they come here, they come back to Berkeley and come back to Bluffton, and they just go, wow, I'm back.
Exactly.
I love it here. I want to be here. And that's really an eye-opening experience when you work in a community.
The B could also stand for breathe. We can breathe here.
We can breathe here.
We can breathe a little freer here. But that was a deliberate choice. It's not that we don't know that it's not a proper noun. Okay, everyone. We know it's a proper noun, but it was a deliberate choice to represent that while we do things that are serious, we never take ourselves that seriously as a culture. And I think that's a special, unique, wonderful trait of the town.
Hitting on the art real quick, because we're almost running out of time, there is going to be an art contest. Tell everybody about that real quick.
Okay, real quickly is we want you to interpret the brand any way you want, an iPhone picture, a painting, whatever it means for you to love Bluffton. We want to know what that is. You can interpret it any way and use any genre, but submit go to our website. You can have an entry form, and we will have awards in every genre and every age category, and all that information will be on our website. It is the end of April, April 24th. The Thursday will be the contest in terms of the judging, but the exhibit will go on till April 26th, which is a Saturday.
Okay, and the website quickly is townofbluffton.sc.gov.
Just Google Town of Bluffton. It'll come up.
It's even easier.
Yeah. Just Google Town of
Google
Bluffton.
makes life easy, doesn't it?
Google makes it very easy. Town of Bluffton.
All right, well, Debbie, thank you so much for being with us, and make sure that you join us next time for more 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.